How do you achieve your greatness?
There's no margin for error.
No room for mistakes.
You need total control.
Your success is determined by your grit.
It takes thousands of hours perfecting your moves.
And only the strong survive.
You think you've paid your dues?
You think you're ready to enter the arena?
Think again.
This is the Telkom Digital Gaming League,
This is where legends fight till the last second.
where the action explodes straight through your system.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Dota players around the world. Unfortunately, tonight there will be no DC versus Energy game this evening. Unfortunately, DC had to tap out. I am here, Jabba, and I'm joined by Succubus. We were ready to cast the living daylights out of this game. Unfortunately, DC decided that they were having a couple of roster issues and they actually couldn't make the game. Super unfortunate. So they're actually going to be sitting with a little bit of a forfeit. So let me just change the window there for you guys that are actually watching that DC actually take the loss, and Energy continues to move their way up the log even further.
Yeah, well, essentially, it is a free win for Energy, but I mean, it's never just a free win. It always sucks when a team has to forfeit because of roster changes. Well, not really changes. Poor Stunt got left in the dust by 3 of his players 2 days ago and had to, unfortunately, cancel the game tonight. So, I mean, you know, it happens, but we're still here for you guys, and there is a beautiful stream up as well. I believe it is WRG versus Veneration, and Mr. Reddit himself will be casting that game, so you can jump onto that stream if you guys really are itching to see some brilliant Dota tonight.
Maybe once the game is up, we'll show you a little bit of a taster of what is actually happening. But in the meantime, it gives us a chance to actually take a look at the logs and the current standing of what we're looking at in this leg 2 as we soon approach the LAN event. Currently, Ian sitting top of the log. Now, let's just remember that the points that this log is actually points sorted. So what happens is Energy is currently at the top because they have the most points. It has no way in reflection of the win rates or the games played, losses or wins or anything like that. So it will just be the way the points are actually structured. So Ian doing really well.
Yeah, Ian with an 80% win rate here with 12 points to their name. A little bit more after tonight. But like you said, it's because some teams have played more games than others. That's why they're in certain positions on the log. We do have a WRG at 100% win rate, winning all 3 games that they have played thus far. After tonight, we'll see where they stand when they play against Veneration. We'll see what the outcome of that game would be like. Just remember, guys, it's a new Veneration. Previously, it was previously Flipside Gaming. Majority of Veneration are from Flipside, and obviously Veneration's veteran is Wazoo, and he's still on Veneration, one of the original boys. But yes, it's a whole brilliant, well, basically a whole new team on VNR. So, well, I'd actually love to see how they do tonight. But it's going to be a good game. But at the moment, what we have Ian sitting on top, Pulse sitting number 2, XD at number 3, XTC at 4, 5 WRG, 6 APG, 7 VNR, Ventus sitting at 8th place, and last but not least, DC, Damage Control, sitting at 9th place. So, I mean, these teams...
This doesn't really help. This doesn't really help the situation DC's in. Unfortunately, having to actually put in that forfeit really hurts them. Ian taking the points and making it super easy for them to stack up those points.
Well, they've already forfeited 1 game. This will be the 2nd game they forfeit. So unfortunately, it is going to hurt their points and getting into the LAN in the next couple of weeks. It's happening, I believe, from the 19th to the 21st. We'll obviously be the day before doing our sound checks and, you know, making sure everything's ready to go for you guys.
Super excited about that.
Super excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So for those of you that were maybe a little bit concerned, like, damn it, what do we do? We like die-hard Energy and DC fans, but we really want to watch the WRG game and the Veneration game. Well, that is good news that you will still be able to get the opportunity to actually watch it. What I will do is we will log the stream so you guys can actually find it. Pretty easy in the log. Let me just do it.
You can also go to Reddit's Facebook page or Dota 2 South Africa or DGL Dota. He did link his stream there as well. So just go to Facebook, go to DGL Dota, and you'll see his post. I will put it to the top right now, so it's going to be the first thing that you see, and obviously the stream link is going to be there. If you don't have any, you don't have DGL Dota and you only have SA Dota 2, just scroll a bit down. You'll see Devet and you'll see Veneration versus White Rabbit Gaming live right now, guys. They're literally live right now. So first game is not up yet. It's going to be in drafting very, very soon. So do go check that out. But if Jabba said you want to see Energy in action tonight, I do believe Chelsea and the boys are scrimming another team, some random team. So if you have them on your friends list, you can always go watch that as well if you want to see some Dota from Energy Esports.
Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much a wrap. We can continue talking and keeping you guys entertained. But there's a lot of happening in the Dota community, local and abroad. Keep your eyes peeled and don't forget to make sure that you like, sub, and come say what's up to us. That in the future, if there's any games that we're casting and you want to jump in, you can always catch us. So you can catch me at Jabba Gaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Nelly?
You can catch me on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube as well. My YouTube channel is not as sophisticated as Jabba's. There's not much on it at the moment. But yeah, you can catch me on Facebook and on Twitter. It's just, you just type in succubus or Chanel_succubus, anything like that, and you'll find me straight away. Just look for red hair. You know you've got the right one. But yeah, just a little bit of an update. We do have quite an epic game coming up on Sunday. Jab and I will be taking that. It's going to be XT Dota versus XTC. Going to be a massive game. Two very evenly matched teams, I must say. So it should be some great Dota if you guys want to tune in on Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Well, yeah, I mean, XTC did manage to take the win off APG. For those of you that did miss it, the old teammate Adestam was able to actually
Adeslam could slam.
could actually go toe-to-toe against his previous teammates, but in all APG glory, denied him the rampage. And yeah, it turned out to be quite an exciting game. Very close games, but XT took it 2-0. That's what's happened in the last week. So do stay tuned. We've got some more games coming up this Sunday, like Nelly did mention. But I think from ourselves, we hope that you guys have a pleasant evening, a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and an awesome weekend. We hope to see you on Sunday night. Before we do sign off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a taste of what's happening currently on the White Rabbit and Veneration game. So I'm going to bring the sound up, and there you go. You can
as soon as he actually picks up a couple of items,
you can probably start hearing the vets in the background. So we'll love and leave you guys. Good night and God bless.
Two teamfight heroes, teamfight control heroes. Veneration banning out the Treant Protector as well as the Legion Commander. And then we came down to first picks, well, the pick phase. Shadow Shaman and Ricky being picked up by White Rabbit Gaming. Quite interesting that they decide to pick up the Shadow Shaman as a first pick. I don't rate Shadow Shaman very high. He doesn't really get banned out at all. Maybe picking him up so that VNR actually tries to counter pick him to know or to think they know what White Rabbit Gaming is actually going to do, and then White Rabbit will actually do something completely different, or they're just going with the standard draft that they practiced so many times that they just want to push and end. Ricky, of course, being picked up. We have seen Baboka playing that hero tremendously well, and he actually goes to show, well, he actually shows you how powerful Ricky can be. Once again, also in the mid-game phase, giving vision the whole time, as well as, to be honest, the smoke can control a fight if they do jump on. Smoking someone like the Shadow Shaman means he can't be jumped on by the Slaughter and stunned. Getting that Tricks of the Trade off in the middle of a fight. Crystal Maiden as well, as soon as she starts ulting, blink on her smoke down. Even if Crystal Maiden goes for a Glimmer Cape, you should still see where the Crystal Maiden is roughly before she goes into Glimmer, and then just smoke on top of her, cancelling everything out. VNR decides to pick up Crystal Maiden and Slaughter, two ganking heroes. Crystal Maiden, of course, will help with her third ability, her passive, her mana aura. It will actually help the Darkseer out, which was just picked up quite a bit in lane, giving that passive mana regen. The lockdown the Crystal Maiden can provide, as well as the Slaughter. It is quite powerful, especially in the early stages of the game itself here. The next bans, looking at White Rabbit Gaming, of course, is the Troll Warlord as well as the Juggernaut. Being picked up there, I think the Juggernaut being banned out specifically because of the CM as well as the Slaughter. That's easy kills, doesn't matter which lane. Or probably only the Crystal Maiden is needed at that point. But never mind the Slaughter, the extra lockdown with the spin. The Troll Warlord, I mean, we've seen Troll Warlord. We saw how powerful he was in the fifth and final game, OG versus EG, when they actually picked up that Troll and he completely dominated the entire team of EG. Veneration pick up two controllers as well, two strength heroes, the Lifestealer and the Axe, trying to ban out a little bit more control, a little bit more, you know, how can I say, brute force heroes to tank it up in the front lines, while there is, of course, Shadow Shaman Wards as well as a Ricky Tricks of the Trade going on. White Rabbit Gaming picked up the Gyrocopter. This looks really reminiscent of a 2015 draft, to be honest. Even earlier, 2014 specifically, TI2, TI3 around there. Excluding the Ricky, of course. If that was a bounty hunter being picked up there, I would have said 100% a TI2, TI3 kind of draft. And that was in response to the Darkseer, so of course Illusions will have a tougher time. The Darkseer Illusions from the Wall of Replicant, of course, will have a tougher time. Gyrocopter will be able to kill them off pretty quickly. But Veneration picking up the Ursa. To be honest, at this point, I think White Rabbit Gaming are just picking up comfort heroes. They're just picking up heroes that they want to pick up. I don't really see... I mean, of course, there is the Ricky, the Tricks of the Trade, the Slow from the Gyrocopter. They used to... Literally, there you go. Enigma's now going to be that initiator, that frontliner, going to be getting the black holes off. I won't even be surprised if we do see something like a Centaur or just a strength offlaner with Enigma. Wait, it's going to be carry with offlane Enigma. They're the two support, so probably not going to be a strength offlaner. Sorry about that one. But so, basically going for a wombo combo here. Gyrocopter, Enigma, Black Hole, Gyrocopter, Cooldown, Ricky Tricks of the Trade with Shadow Shaman Wards, as well as the pushing potential coming up here between the Enigma as well as the Shadow Shaman. Not the best draft in my opinion, but it is a powerful one, especially a team fight control one. Let's have a quick look at the stream chat and see what everyone's saying. Quickly having a look here. Anyone saying anything interesting here? Of course, I see there's quite a few people. Subdoms, people are just greeting each other. And yeah, nothing much to be said on stream. So let's get straight back into the game. And the last bans here, Veneration banning out a mid-hero, Elena, giving extra lockdown, extra burst, especially up against an Ursa with the Laguna Blade. Laguna Blade will be able to take out a Crystal Maiden basically one shot towards that mid-game, that level 10-11 mark. Let's see, what does White Rabbit Gaming ban out here? So it's probably going to be a support Slaughter, 4 Slaughter, roaming Slaughter with 5 CM, offlane Darkseer, carry Ursa. So what are they going to pick up as a mid here? What do you ban out? I know Muzzy, of course, plays a very mean Invoker. Do you ban out the Invoker? But that also, of course, means you ban out Castaway's Invoker, which, in my opinion, is probably the best in the country. Muzzy not that far behind, but they actually do decide to ban out a an Ember Spirit. So, of course, a mid-hero being banned out there. Muzzy has played Ember quite a bit as well. Is this going to be just an Invoker pickup now for Castaway? They're just going with comfort picks, Invoker, the push, the, Forge Spirit pushes, as well as, of course, getting Alacrity onto a Gyrocopter, being able to push quite fast with the Shadow Shaman, Enigma, Gyro, as well as Invoker. That's a possibility. Or we might see a Templar Assassin going for a Deso build, going for a little bit more control. Or do we see a more older school kind of lineup with a Strength Hero mid, maybe a Timbersaw mid? I doubt it. That's extremely old school, old patch, old everything. But let's see what White Rabbit Gaming decides to go here.
Queen of Pain.
Oh, it's going to be a Queen of Pain to combo up with the Enigma, with the Queen of Pain Ultimate, Enigma Black Hole, Gyrocopter Call Down, Ricky Tricks on the Trade, Shadow Shaman Lockdown, as well as Serpent Wards. Quap can also push quite hard depending on the item build that you do go on. If you go for a right-click heavy build, which hasn't been seen in quite a while in my opinion. Quap can actually split push and push out quite fast, especially with a Deso MKB. But that is like probably like 2-3 years ago when that's before all the Aghanim Scepter upgrades came out, before the talent trees came out. So I doubt we'll be seeing a Battle Queen of Pain, a right-click Queen of Pain. We'll most likely be seeing Spellcaster Queen of Pain, which is right in my opinion, according to her abilities, her skill trees as well, or her talent trees.
Puck.
And Puck being picked up by Veneration. So Queen of Pain versus Puck. I mean, this is a matchup literally as old as Dota itself, all the way back from the TI1 days. Constant mid matchups. I remember when there used to be mid matchups that weren't like Quap versus Quap. It was Quap versus Puck, and then it was Puck versus Quap, like the next game. And then the round 3 would be like a different hero, or round 2 would be a different hero. I still remember those days. That was when it was still Dendi S4 mids, Mushi mids, good old TI3 days. Oh, I've been around Dota so long. Loving it. So everyone's saying all good in regards with the audio. Perfect.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's have a look. Doms, Mr. Rion Fisser is saying SF incoming. Sorry, buddy, no SF coming in. I'm going to be a bit surprised there. But Queen of Pain still will put out the magical burst needed for WRG. And now we wait for the game to start. Okay, guys, so for those of you guys that don't know who I am Reddit, of course, and this is the Telkom Dota 2 Masters. Let's quickly switch the overlays. And overlays have been switched, and here we go. Shadow Shaman is being played here by Santo for WRG. Let's actually take you... Oh, no, wait, Gyrocopter is actually disconnected. Well, you guys actually know all of the players. We will... of course, be calling them as the names that they're called here, not the games that, or not the names that they've registered with, because sometimes, of course, players change their names, and I will leave it as such. Okay, really? Well, K is playing on the Gyrocopter. I'm literally going to call him K this game. Santo on the Shadow Shaman. Castaway playing mid here on the Queen of Pain. Chadawi on the offlane. Enigma. Schlinks on the Ricky.